first wanted to say how honored we are to be here, how close our countries are, and a friendship that is based on people. We're very proud of the blessing of many Ghanaian Americans, how it's based on security, and we compliment you on the strength of Ghana on this continent being an exporter of security and peacekeepers, having peacekeepers on the continent and elsewhere, and based on our history, and that is the solemn mission we're on, the 400th observance, and based on our future of freedom and justice, a future of democracy. On our way here, we met with their military, and they complimented Ghana on its role in global security. We also saw the Ghanaian exhibit at the Biennale in Italy, and it was the star of the show. It was the first time Ghana had ever participated in the Biennale, and it was the star of the show, and it was called Ghana Freedom. I don't know if I was told the First Lady had visited. It is something to be very, very proud of. So militarily, politically, culturally, in every way, we salute Ghana, and we thank you for sending your distinguished ambassador to Washington, D.C.
Let me welcome you a big akwaba to our country, to Ghana, to say you have honored us by your presence. I believe this is the first time the Speaker of the United States Congress, the House of Representatives, ever visited us. And you are walking history. You're also the first woman ever to occupy that office in American history. So you're really very, very welcome. And we're very comforted by this visit. This is a very significant year in our life here in Ghana, because we've proclaimed this year as the year of return, to signify really our relations with America. Unfortunate they were at the beginning, but today blossoming into something very much more positive and concrete. So we see this year as a year where we can renew the relations with the United States, at the same time make some comments about the position of black people in the world, about what has happened in the relations between our two countries over these last 400 years, our determination never to get into that situation again, and as well as use the occasion to be able to welcome those who were taken from our shores to make a life elsewhere back to Ghana. And that's the real purpose of this year of return that we're seeing. And in that exercise, to have the leadership of the Black Caucus Congress here with us is a very, very reassuring and very comforting as an act of solidarity. The work that they do within the American political system is something that we all follow with great keenness. We see the efforts that they're making to position black people in America in the right perspective and to fight for their rights and interests. And it's an honor for us to have so many of the leaders and these names that we all have heard of. The latest being our colleague, our sister from Somalia, who has become embroiled in a major controversy in your country. We all follow that with great keenness, but it's excellent. We pride ourselves very much on being a functioning democracy in Ghana. It has been a long struggle to get democratic government in Ghana over a period of time involving several decades of military rule and anti-democratic governments in Ghana. But today, since the establishment of the Fourth Republic, the Ghanaian people have committed themselves fully to a future of democratic engagement. And the principles of democratic accountability, respect for human rights, the rule of law are now very central in our body politic and in our constitutional ordering as well. There are many aspects of the American political system that we are imitating here and are inspired by. And I think that your visit to us today is yet another very, very important symbol and signal about that very vibrant relationship that we have. American government and her people have been very generous to us in Ghana in many fields of our national life, our education, defense, health, support for our electoral systems. These are all areas where the United States has played a very key role in our life, and we appreciate it very much. We're looking for a new, more progressive agenda between us, which is an agenda where Ghanaian enterprises and American enterprises will get together to promote the economic relations between our two countries, whereby investment by American companies here, and why not investments by Ghanaian companies in the American economy become the order of the day, and that we lessen dependence on the generosity of American taxpayers towards our development. We think it's a healthier and more productive relationship that will be developed between our two countries. So a visit like yours today here is a big signal for us of the continuing interest of America, its determination to go along the path of friendship and solidarity, and as well to heighten the special significance of this year of return in the life of the African peoples. The 2 or 3 days that you're going to be here with us will be memorable and enjoyable stays. Akwaba, welcome once again. Thank you.